Welcome to Post High School Volleyball on PostSportsRadio.com. The season is made possible by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and all of Garza County. Visit PostCityTexas.com. KSSL Radio, playing the greatest country music ever recorded. Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main in Post. Now, here's the Lee and Marcia Norman pregame show on the home of the Bold Goal, PostSportsRadio.com.
Good evening and welcome to Post Sports Radio's game day coverage of Lady Lope Volleyball here on Post Sports Radio. It is Tuesday, October the 7th, and we are live from the friendly confines of the Antelope Arena for Farmageddon as the Lady Lopes take on the Tahoka Lady Dogs. Hello, this is Russ Morris with your play-by-play tonight alongside Jim Plummer, our leader once again. He'll be handling the color commentary. And welcome to the Post Sports Radio pregame show. We're live and free on YouTube, and the game will be available shortly after the game for on-demand viewing, so you can enjoy the game as much as you would possibly like. The Lady Lopes are in their 14th season of volleyball and are entering crunch time in district play. This is the 6th district game of the season, and Post enters the game looking to earn their 2nd district win of the season after falling to Abernathy and Olton last week. Post has an overall record of 15-17 and a 1-4 district record, while Tahoka has an overall record of 8-25 and are looking for their 1st district win of the season. They are 0-5 in district play. The Lady Lopes are led by Krista Gray, who's in her 1st season as head coach for Post, and she is assisted by new coaches to Post this year, Jillian Garrison and Brandon Murphy. Daryl Ray is the head coach for Tahoka. He is assisted by coaches Tracy Westbrook, Suzanne Francis, and Derek Morrissey. Jim, you want to lead us in prayer?
I will, Russ. Thank you. Father God, we come to you in prayer, and we thank you for all the great things in our life. And we thank you, Lord, for the opportunities you bring before us. We just ask you, Lord, to give us the abilities to everything that we do, that we glorify your name, and bless those people on the court today. Keep them healthy and safe, and may sportsmanship shine, therefore glorifying your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. When we resume the Post Sports Radio pregame show, we will bring you the Post ISD report, highlighting everything going on here at Post ISD. You're watching the Post Sports Radio pregame show live and free here on YouTube.
This message is sponsored by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This is brought to you by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County.
Not every pass leads to a touchdown, but every game can be a win with Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post. With high-quality beef and pork cuts of every variety, plus their sausage and world-famous beef jerky, you might have to play some defense around the dinner table. But this football season can be as delicious as it is entertaining. Located at 121 South Avenue H in Post, call today at 806-495-3245 for Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post.
Trey Payne and his team at Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler are available for all of your legal needs. With offices in Post, Lubbock, Hereford, and Clovis, New Mexico, the team is ready to offer legal solutions in personal injury, family law, criminal law, real estate, and estate planning. Give them a call at 806-368-8712. Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler Law Firm. Call 806-368-8712.
Skip the drive-thru, drive in, and drive back to a simpler time. Our car hops come to your car to take your order at Holly's Drive-In, 615 South Broadway in Post, featuring old-fashioned burgers, fries, shakes, malts, along with Mexican food, sandwiches, salads, and so much more. And best of all, it's served hot and fresh right to your car. Don't drive by, drive in to Holly's Drive-In, 615 South Broadway in Post. Call ahead at 495-2704 for Holly's Drive-In.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Post Sports Radio pregame show. We're live and free here on YouTube from the Antelope Arena for Farmageddon. Pinktober's version of Farmageddon, as Post gets set to take on the Tahoka Lady Dogs. And here's Jim Plummer with your Post ISD report.
Happy Pinktober to everybody. Jim Plummer here. And first I want to point out mini cheer camps going on right now. I just found out about it about an hour ago. Anyway, 6 to 7:30 is going on, we believe, in the high school gym for the mini cheer camp hosted by PHS Cheer Squad. So the cheer squad won't be here tonight because they'll be teaching the younger ones. But it's $45 to get in. It's tonight and tomorrow. So to find out more, you can probably zip by the high school gym and check it out. All right. They're going to be performing at, Thursday's pep rally and again on Friday's game. So get your kids involved in the mini cheer camp. Other things going on at Post ISD, very important for the seniors this year, is 1 week, 0 fees. That's 0 fees on your application fee. So you can't call it an application fee if it's 0, but it is an application. That's going to be through the week of October 13th through the 19th, which is next week. October 15th specifically, seniors will be in the library at Post High School during the day. They will be able to receive assistance in submitting college applications through Apply Texas while the fee is waived. So remember that for your students. That'll be next, Wednesday, I believe, the 15th. So get over to the Post High School parents and find out more about that so you know what's going on. And from the words of our very own Russ Morris in the Post Dispatch, will be coming up this week. So we're ahead of the game here. A sneak preview. Of course, I never read you the whole article. You got to read the newspaper to get that. Anyway, let's go back to what just happened this past week. Region 1 cross-country meet.
What happened yesterday?
Yesterday. That's quick, Russ. Thank you. The Bold Gold and Lady Lope's cross-country teams traveled to Lubbock on Monday, which was yesterday, to compete in the UIL 2A Division IV cross-country meet that was held at May Simmons Park. Post competed against runners from Abernathy, Floydada, New Home, New Deal, Tahoka, and Rawls. The runners for the Bold Gold were Jacoby Pena, Carter Petty, we know him, Rylan Morris, Isaiah Moreno, Alec Garcia, and Aiden Rodriguez. The notable finisher was Jacoby Pena. He finished in 4th place, and he will advance to the regional cross-country meet. For the Lady Lopes, it was Sofia De Leon, Mercedes Hernandez, Rachel Arthur, Haley Parker, Morelli Castro, Kendall Bullard, and Amina Soto. Sofia De Leon, who finished in 4th place, advanced to the regional cross-country meet. The Lady Lopes finished in 5th place as a team. The Region 1 cross-country meet is scheduled for Tuesday, October 21st at May Simmons Park in Lubbock again. Antelope football, number 8 Post Bold Gold Antelopes begin the district portion of their football season this Friday. The Bold Gold were off last week and had an opportunity to reset after an emotional loss against Farwell the week before. This week, the number 8 Bold Gold team will take on New Deal. The Lions come to town for their first district opener at Jimmy Riggman Memorial Stadium. The Antelopes enter the game with an overall record of 4-1. At this time last year it was 5-0, but you take one on the chin earlier in the season so you can know what it tastes like when you get into the playoffs. Anyway, the Lions are 2-2. Russ didn't say all that about taste like. So anyway, the Lions are 2-2 on the season. The two schools will meet for the 18th time on the football field. The Post leads that all-time series, 11 wins to 6 losses. Bold Gold defeated the Lions last season 61-20 and ended a 3-game losing streak against New Deal. Kickoff for the district opener between Bold Gold and New Deal on Friday, October 10th is 7 o'clock. The game will be broadcast on Post Sports Radio's YouTube channel.
As you see on your screen.
Exactly. As Russ is showing on the screen there, we'll start the broadcast at 6:30 with the pregame. So that's what I've got for you for the Post ISD report. Russ, thank you.
Yes, sir. We'll resume the Post Sports Radio pregame show right after this. Please don't turn that dial.
In Texas, Fridays are known for one thing: football. High school football just seems to bring people together. That's why McDonald's celebrates that spirit with our $8 Hot and Spicy McChicken Bundle and $10 20-piece Chicken McNuggets Bundle. Both include a basket of fries. So hang out at McDonald's and start a new tradition. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
We play play the greatest country music ever recorded. Tune in anytime and anywhere to KSSL 107.3, 94.1, KSSLFM.com, and on our free mobile app. All your favorites are here.
Hi, I'm Alan Jackson.
Hi, this is Mark Chestnut.
Hi, I'm Clint Black.
We've got them all.
Hi, this is Ronnie Millsap.
Hi, this is Patty Lovelace.
Hi, everybody, this is Garth Brooks.
Hey, this is George Strait.
I've been listening to this radio station forever.
Proud supporters of high school sports. We are KSSL.
Hey, I want to do something to help Post in Garza County. Have any ideas?
Well, I remember at one of the football games, the endowment group gave away a lot of money to local charity groups.
What's an endowment?
From what I know, it's a permanent pile of money that keeps growing interest. And the endowment group gives away the interest every year.
But I'm not sure that I have enough to give.
Just give what you can. If everyone gave a little, that adds up to a whole lot of money for local nonprofits, which helps us all.
Go to postgarzacountyendowment.org to find out more. postgarzacountyendowment.org. For good, forever.
It's our energy, but it fuels your life. And your life is our life's work. We'll provide the energy. You provide the power.
Welcome back to the Post Sports Radio pregame show. Russ Morris here alongside Jim Plummer as we get set to call Farmageddon here on the volleyball court. The Pinktober version as Post takes on the Floydada Lady Dogs. And let's take a look at the district standings entering to tonight. And you're kind of in you're not in must-win territory yet, but you're getting close. Plains is the top of the district with a 5-0 district record. Ropes at 4-1 in second. Alton 3-2 in third. Abernathy, that's how crucial that loss was. Abernathy's in fourth at 2-3, and if you could have beat Alton, you would have went into today tied with Abernathy for fourth place at 2-3. But you're in fifth alone at 1-4, and Tahoka, your only district win of the year, they round out the bottom at 0-5. Now tonight, Ropes is taking on Alton, and Abernathy takes on Plains while we take on Tahoka. And this game is big because you pretty much need to win it, and I'll tell you why. Because on Saturday, you travel to Ropes, Tahoka travels to Plains, and Abernathy and Alton play each other. And that all three of those games take place at noon. So if you want to at least have some control over your destiny, you have to take care of business tonight. And there was another key piece of information that came out. Ropes is now cracked the top 25 in the Texas Girls Association 2A volleyball rankings. Only two schools from the, I guess you can say, the South Plains viewing area are in the top 25. Forest Sand cracks in at 16, the 25-7 overall record, and Ropes at 25-9 are 22nd overall. Jim, we'll get to that for football when we have to cross that bridge, but it's already playoff season, already playoff push season.
Yeah, this being the second round of district, you got to play and win or forget about the postseason. So hopefully our girls tonight can put it all together. And a week ago, last Tuesday,
yes,
we were here and we had that controversial ending, and that really did hurt things. Where just miscommunication between the coaches and the officials really hurt the Lady Lopes. Well, the post team, we were both Lady Lopes out there.
Well, it hurt the Lady Lopes in black more than the ones that did in white that night.
Yeah.
But and it was big because at one point you came back and you were up 14-11, and then you blink and then you're tied at 14 apiece, and then just whatever momentum Abernathy snatched away, they're able to close it out at the end. And just want to remind everybody, you can find that article that comes out Thursday if you are a digital subscriber to the Post-Dispatch. If you are a hard copy subscriber, you will get that on Friday. But the rule states, per the UIL, in accordance with the National Federation of High School Sports, all your volleyball games are played best of 5. Matt, the games are played to a best of 5. First to 25, got to win by 2, or First 25 win by 2. If it goes to a 5th set, and this is set in stone for everything, you play to the first to 15, win by 2. There is no, from what I gather, there's no wiggle room to where you can try to play to 25. So those rules are set in stone here going forward.
Yeah, it was a crazy night. Anyway, it was fun.
So either way, there's still a lot of volleyball left to play. I mean, you have, I think, 5 or 4 more games left after tonight. And the good thing about it is you get Plains here. I'll show you on your screen our next broadcasting schedule for volleyball. We get Plains here and we get Olton here. So we at least get to call 2 more upsets possibly, as I'm knocking on wood.
Yeah, and hopefully we get wins tonight and also against Olton. Plains will be difficult, but you never know, right?
Right. So we'll take one more break, and when we come back, we will have we'll give you the starting lineups and starting rosters for both teams, as well as try to bring you the national anthem. As you're watching the Post Sports Radio pregame show live and free on YouTube.
This message is a courtesy of Harp Girls Holding.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This message is a courtesy of Harp Girls Holding.
In the rhythm of small-town life, Poca-Lambro has been the steady beat, connecting communities for over 70 years. In a world that's always evolving, your connection matters. That's why Poca-Lambro proudly provides fast, reliable internet services, reaching speeds of up to 1 gig on our fiber network. Whether you're running a business, staying connected with loved ones, or exploring the endless possibilities of online learning, Poca-Lambro is here to power your dreams with blazing fast internet. Introducing the Smart Hub, our new paperless billing app. Simple, convenient, and environmentally friendly, it puts the power of managing your account right at your fingertips. And when you need support, we're not just a voice on the line. At Poca-Lambro, we believe in the warmth of in-person service. Our dedicated team is committed to ensuring you have the best experience because your satisfaction is our success. We're not just keeping up, we're leading the way in providing cutting-edge telecommunication services to rural areas. Join us in embracing the future. Your dreams, our connection. Poca-Lambro, connecting our communities for over 7 decades.
Welcome back to the Post Sports Radio pregame show for Farmageddon here at the Antelope Arena as Post takes on the Tahoka Lady Dogs. Rosemore's here alongside Jim Plummer. And Jim, let's go ahead and run through the starting rosters. I'll lead things off going with the Tahoka and introduce the Tahoka Lady Dogs for you. Will be senior number 1, Keely Cressman, followed by junior number 2, Marley Stone, junior number 3, Sawyer May, junior number 4, Hannah Pickrell, senior number 5, Jaden Woodley, junior number 6, Claire Reglin, sophomore number 8, Leah Stice, junior number 9, Jackie Garcia, senior number 11, Aliana Hernandez, sophomore number 12, Amaya Ford, senior number 13, Aaliyah Vasquez, junior number 14, Claire Gill, and junior number 15, Chelsea Caldwell. And once again, they're led by head coach Daryl Ray and assisted by Tracy Westbrook, Suzanne Francis, and Derek Morrissey.
Lady Lopes.
Lady Lopes.
Your Post, Lady Lopes. I got to steal Russ's roster away from them. Here we go. Start with number 1, Adriana Ana Rangel, a senior this year. Sophie Scott, a sophomore, wears number 3. Sanaya Sanchez, senior, number 7. Number 8 is Harley Joe McClellan. She's a senior as well. Serenity Sanchez, also a senior. She's number 9. Number 10 is Zaylee Perez, a junior. Amberly Garza wears number 11. She's a junior as well. Carmen Mullins, a senior this year, wears number 12. Number 14, Hannah Abraham. See her in street clothes tonight, unfortunately. She's a junior. Number 15, Riley Hernandez, a sophomore. Number 22, Lizzie Fox is a senior. And rounding out the roster for the Lady Lopes, number 23, Azarae Landa, also a senior. Head coach, first year for Krista Gray, assistant last year. Assistants this year are Jillian Garrison and Brandon Murphy.
Jim, so here real quick, we got about 30 seconds before we get ready to run through the opening ceremonies here. if you could give 2 key points to victory tonight, how do the Lady Lopes knock off the Lady Dogs tonight?
Well, they got to totally forget about what happened last Thursday at Olton and think about what they did here on this court last Tuesday and just play as well. And just obviously be more consistent. We feel like there was a jinx on which side of the end of the court they had and whether they won that set or not.
It felt like it.
It was really strange. So hopefully we can. Right now, I think we're going to start out on the left side, and that's where we want to win the first set, and then we can change all that stuff up for the Lady Lopes.
So the officials are making their way to the stands. It's different Again, this is a different officiating crew from what we had on Thursday. On Tuesday.
Last Tuesday. I don't think we'll have them back so soon after that situation. Who knows?
Who knows? And it's gonna make for an interesting rest of the season after what happened Tuesday and Thursday. So here we go.
Welcome to Antelope Arena on the campus of Post High School for this District 2 2A volleyball match featuring the Lady Bulldogs of Tahoka and your Post local Lady Lopes. First, let's meet the Lady Bulldogs. Number 1, Keely Crestman. Number 2, Marley Stone. Number 3, Sawyer May. Number 4, Hannah Pickrell. Number 5, Jaden Woodley. Number 6, Claire Redley. Number 8, Leah Stice. Number 9, Jackie Garcia. Number 11, Aliana Hernandez. Number 12, Amaya Ford. And number 14, Claire Gill. Lady Bulldogs are coached by Daryl Ray, who is assisted by Suzanne Francis and Derek Morrison. And now, on your feet for your Post local Lady Lopes. Number 1, Adriana Rangel. Number 3, Sophie Scott. Number 4, Amaris Abraham. Number 7, Sanaya Sanchez. Number 8, Harley McClellan. Number 9, Serenity Sanchez. Number 11, Amberly Garza. Number 12, Carmen Owens. Number 15, Riley Hernandez. And number 22, Lizzie Fox. Lady Lopes are coached by Krista Gray, who is assisted by Brandon Murphy and Jillian Garrison. At this time, we ask that you stand and remove your hats as we honor our nation with the playing of the Star Spangled Banner.
All right, both teams go to midcourt for a low 5 underneath the net.
There you go.
We get set to start. set number 1 here for Farmageddon. I can't stress that series name enough over the last 2 to 3 years since I've been calling these games with Jim Plummer. It's been like Post and Floydada have been a part of a Geddon or two.
Yeah.
It seems like no matter what happens,
Did you say Floydada?
Or Tahoka. Floydada could be a part of one. You could throw one in there too.
You have a special name for that Floydada matchup.
Yes, the Battle of White River, the White River Showdown, the White River Classic. You name it.
You heard it first from Russ Morris here on Post Sports Radio. Probably not for the last time.
Also, let's see who's going to serve first for Post. Sanaya Sanchez, she starts the game off at libero.
Changing number on somebody. Is it Amaris Abraham, number 4?
Yeah, so Amaris was called up from, I believe she was called up from JV for today. So we get to see her. This is her first looks at the varsity level for tonight.
Okay.
Looks like Tahoka's going to serve first. This is going to be number 8, Leah Stice. Serve is up and into the net. Post on the board first.
3 net players for Tahoka were quite surprised to get the ball in the back of the head.
Serenity Sanchez is going to serve first for Post. Her serve is up and away we go. It is received and played, but nobody was able to save it and get it back across as Post is now up to an early 2-0 lead.
You call that an ace? Correct?
Yes.
No return?
No return.
Oh, there's
and
another.
That's another one. It's 2 in a row. Post already off to a fast start. Serves up once again from Serenity, and that goes into the net.
As Russ pointed out in the pregame, these two teams battled to 5 sets in their first meeting about a month ago, and Post came out on top.
They did. So here we go. Serves up from Cressman, is played by Sanaya. O'Reilly is able to get it back over the net, is played back by Tahoka. Good save by Amberly. Go Cressman. Garcia, good save by Sanaya. Sophie, out of Serenity, out of Amberly. Okay, here's Cressman. Garcia, and that's a kill for Garcia. So now Tahoka answers and cuts the Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score to 3-2, still in favor of the Lady Lopes. Now the last time Tahoka played here last year, this game went into 5 sets. Serve is received by Riley Hernandez, and Tahoka gets it back over the net. I believe it's Cressman once again.
I think that was Hannah Pickerel, number 4.
Okay. You had a better look at that than I did.
Give her a kill.
Keely Cressman is going to serve once again. Serve is up. Played by Hernandez. Amberly with the kill. She gets it. That's how you answer. Remember, Tahoka, the last time this game was played here, that we're up 2 sets to nothing. Post won sets 3 and 4 and was able to come back and win in the 5th set 15-8. Cressman gets it back over the net. Mullins, Serenity, and Amberly. Oh, it was a good block by the trio down there for Tahoka. But Garcia gets it back over the net. Miscommunication, that's a kill for Jackie Garcia. Quick substitution out is Reglin, and in comes Sawyer May. For those just wondering, our JV did lose earlier today in 3 straight sets, and that serve goes into the net. JV lost and won the first set 25-18, lost the second set 25-18, and a valiant effort just fell short in the third and final set 25-23. So now here's Amberly Garza. Her serve is up. Is played by the Lady Dogs. Cressman, not a stone. Back to Hernandez. That's a kill.
Sophie Scott, her first tonight.
Okay. Here comes Amberly Garza on the serve. Serve is up. Just a little bit too strong. Quick substitution. In is Harley Jo McClellan, and out is Amberly Garza. Serving is going to be number 9, Jackie Garcia for Tahoka. Serve is up. Received by Harley Jo. Good play by Serenity. Sophie gets it over the net. Now Tahoka is going to try to set up an attack. Here comes Leah Stice. It's into the net for a point for Post. Try saying that 3 times fast. This Post takes an early 7-5 lead. This set number 1 is flying on through.
Best of 5 sets. We know the 5th set will only go to 15.
Yes.
We're convinced of that.
Here's Riley Hernandez on the serve. Played by Garcia. Cressman. Stice over the net. Hernandez. And here's Amherst to Sophie. It was played by Tahoka. Here comes Stice on the attack. Harley Jo keeps it in play. Sophie. That was Woodley that keeps it alive. Good block by both Sophie and Serenity. A good play. Here's Amherst to Serenity. Woodley, Cressman. May. A good play by Riley. Amherst to Serenity. Cressman. Woodley. A little tip. I believe that's Stone. Now here's Serenity on the kill. Tahoka's able to keep it in play. Stone, as they could get a read on it. Point goes to Post after a long volley. Love to see it.
Yeah, good play by both teams.
Hernandez on the serve. Gets a little friendly tap over the net. As Stone's attack goes into the net, another point goes to Post. Riley's going to serve once again. Serves up. Played. Cressman. May on the attack. Played by Amherst. Harley. Well, Sophie gets it over the net. Stone. Cressman. We go again. Good dig by Harley. On the assist. Serenity's assist from Riley goes too far. Her kill attempt that was. Point goes back to Tahoka. So now Marley Stone is up to serve. It's up and away. Good play by Serenity. Good read by Amherst to keep it alive, but it hit the scorer's stand. Technically, that's out of bounds. So Judge Lee and Marsha Norman scores now 9-7, still in favor of the Lady Lopes. Stone's serve is up and away. Dug out by Serenity. Here comes Riley. Now Serenity on the attack. That's a kill. Oh.
No. Saying it's out.
Wow.
Looked good from here.
Yes, it did. It was a perfect location, too. What did it do? I guess she caught too much of the corner. All right, serves up once again. Riley gets it over the net. Woodley on a Cressman. Stice. Attack is into the net. Post extends their lead again. Okay. In is Anna Rangel and out is Sophie Scott. Anna will serve. Served by Anna. It's up and played. Cressman. May with a tap. Got over the net. Riley. Mullins. Tahoka receives it well. Stice on the attack. As Harley Jo was just out of location enough to where she couldn't get to it. That's a point for Tahoka.
I think it was out. It was out. Point post.
Oh, okay. My eyes are playing tricks on me, Jim. Anna on the serve again.
Oh, that was in. He called something.
I don't know what they called. Well, okay, looks like Anna's going to reserve.
The barrier set up to stop the ball from going into the tunnel didn't work again, so they had to take down the barrier to go get the ball.
Well, so far, your Lady Lopes are off to a faster start as opposed to when they played Abernathy last week, just from the games that we called here at home. They're off to a faster start.
Yeah.
Anna on the serve once again. It is up and played by Garcia. A forward. She gets a kill.
Yep.
I mean, just inches before the line. Coming back in is Hannah Pickerel in for Jaden Woodley.
Tahoka with 4 kills already in this first set.
Sawyer May on the serve now. Her serve is played by Harley Joe. Riley keeps it in play. Serenity on the attack, and that's going to be a point.
Speaking of kills, Serenity's first of the night.
She had 11, I believe, her last outing, I believe.
Yeah, she's one of our Lady Lopes of the game.
Her and Riley Hernandez. Riley kept things alive with some awesome aces.
Yes.
So here's Sanaya Sanchez. Just a tad bit too low. Caught more of the white of the net than what she needed. Another substitution in is Stice, and out is Ford. And Leah Stice will serve. You're going to hear these names called quite a bunch this year. A lot of these girls will play each other in basketball, and we'll see them in softball for sure. Anna, the big Mullins couldn't get there in time. Point goes to Tahoka. Leah Stice on the serve again. Played by Sanaya. Serenity gets it over the net. Stice. There's Pickerel. Cressman gets it over the net. Serenity. Amberly on the attack. Too far out of bounds. Leah Stice is going to serve again, as now we're tied up at 12. Stice on the serve is up. Dug by Serenity. Riley, now Serenity on the attack. Oh, good save by Tahoka. The Serenity plays it. Here comes Amberly on the attack. It was blocked. Serenity with a tip. Cressman, Garcia, Sanaya, Anna, good play. Mullins gets it over the net. That was Reglan, Cressman. Now that was Stone.
It's out.
That goes out of bounds. Post retakes the lead. Good defensive play by the Lady Lopes to keep that ball alive as they retake a lead. For your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman scored 13-12 in set 1. Serenity serve. That's an ace.
Ooh, there you go.
That's a beautiful location.
That's her third ace in the first set.
Serenity will serve once again. Serves up and just catches a part of the net that it can't get over. Point back to Tahoka. So here we go. This is Keely Cressman, senior. Serve is up. That's an ace. And that ties the game back up at 14. Riley looked to have a good location on it, but it just went a little bit more to her right. Cressman on the serve once again. Serves up. Played by Anna. Serenity. Now tipped by Amberly, but it was blocked. I believe that was Hannah Pickerel. As Coach Gray is going to take a timeout as Tahoka takes their first lead of the game. The Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score here in set number 1 is 15-14. So we'll be right back here on Post Sports Radio's YouTube channel right after this.
This message is a courtesy of Harp Girls Holding.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This message is a courtesy of Harp Girls Holding.
Welcome back to Post Lady Lope Volleyball here on Post Sports Radio for Farmageddon, the Pinktober edition. As Post takes on Tahoka here at the Antelope Arena as we're halfway through set number 1. Lady Lope's down first time tonight with the Judge Lee and Marsh Norman score 15-14 in favor of Tahoka. The Lady Lopes now on the attack. Amberly with a kill. Tie game once again.
Second kill for Amberly Garza.
Sophie's going to check back in for Anna. And Carmen Mullins is going to serve. Her serve is up and away, and it is played by the Lady Dogs. Stone on the attack. Good dig by Sanaya. There's Riley and Sophie. Tipped right back to her, and she's going to get a kill.
The sophomore Sophie Scott with her second kill of the night.
And Mullins is going to serve once again, the senior. Serves up. Played by Tahoka Cressman. Now to Pickerel. Attack is into the net. Post extends their lead once again. 17-15 now is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score. Serves up.
Ooh.
Just a little bit too much on that serve. Goes out of bounds. So now Hannah Pickerel, I believe, is going to serve now. .57 juniors. Serve is up.
Out, yeah.
And it's out by inches. I mean, just inches.
Yeah, Carmen Mullins almost touched it with her foot.
Double substitution in is Amaris and Harley Jo McClellan. Substitution out is Pickerel. I believe Woodley checks in now for Tahoka as well. Harley Jo is going to serve. Serve is up. Played. Cressman. Out of Stone. She gets it over the net. Serenity. Amaris. And here's Riley. But Cressman keeps it alive. May, Stone, and Harley Jo, Serenity. Riley Hernandez gets it over the net, but it is played by Woodley. Cressman, Garcia on the attack, dug out by Riley Hernandez. Amaris now on the attack. That's a kill for Amaris.
I think it's number 9.
Serenity.
That was Serenity.
Serenity.
Kill.
Okay.
Her second kill. She's doing.
Yeah, they swapped locations on me for a minute there. That was good play regardless by both of them. Harley Jo on the serve.
Oh, yeah.
That's an ace. So here we go. 20-16 now is your Judge Lee and Marsh Norman score. Still in favor of the Lady Lopes.
Still in the first set.
Harley Jo still serving. Serve is up.
Oh, she touched it. Oh, 5 touched it.
Nah, she swung underneath it.
Okay.
Yeah, she missed. She swung, but she's lucky for her that she missed.
Mm-hmm.
So the point goes back to Tahoka. Garcia on the serve. Dug by Riley. Hernandez, Serenity. Back to Riley with a tip with an attack. Stone tips it over. Harley Jo to Serenity. But Cressman digs it out. Stice, now Harley Jo with a dig. Serenity keeps it in play. Amaris on the attack. Yeah, too far out of bounds. It is now 20-18, your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score. Tahoka eating in ever so slightly. Garcia on the serve again. Played by Mullins. Serenity taps it over. Woodley keeps it alive. Garcia, now that was Stice.
It was out.
Got it over. It is out of bounds. Point goes to Post.
21-18, Post.
Riley Hernandez on the serve.
There you
That's
go.
an ace.
She had close to 10 aces last Tuesday, and tonight that's her first.
Because both Stone and Garcia tried to play that at the same time. It went nowhere. Riley Hernandez serve is up. Played. Cressman keeps it alive. May gets it over the net. Good dig by Harley Joe. Serenity on the attack. Too far out of bounds. Makes sure Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score 22-19. Lady Lopes still leading. Serve is up and away. Played by Serenity. Riley gets it over the net. Stice to Cressman to May with a tip. Mullins. Riley Hernandez. Serenity with an attack. Tipped out by Woodley. Stice. Good block by Amherst and Sophie. Harley Joe with a good dig. Riley keeps it alive, goes over the net.
Well, went under.
And that is bounced out of bounds. Point goes to Post, and now we're in set point territory.
If they change the score, let's see.
It's 23-19. So one more, and you're at set point. Sophie with a serve. Dug out by Woodley. Cressman. Now to Stice on the attack. Too far out of bounds. Point goes to Post, and now we're at set point. Sophie on her serve. Played by Woodley. Cressman. Stice over the net. There's Amherst. With Serenity on the attack is tipped. Point for Sawyer May. 24-20. These are Judge Lee and Marcia Norman scores. Still here in the first set. Lady Lopes need 1 point to close it out. May serve into the net, and that's how the first set ends. Your Lady Lopes take it 25-20. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will have the second set for you here on Post Sports Radio. You're watching live and free on YouTube.
The Post Area Chamber of Commerce is 80 members strong and offers a wide variety of ways for members to be involved. From quarterly after-hours networking events to workshops and training, there is ample opportunity to learn, grow, and partner with other members. The Chamber is thrilled to have the opportunity to highlight members in local advertisements, show support of the local, state, and federal levels, and equip members with unique and specialized workshops and training. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce is a vital part of our community and sincerely hopes you will be a member. Details at postcitytexas.com.
Post Lady Lope Volleyball is powered by the McClellan family. Michael, Sam, and Jacob love and support Lady Lope Volleyball. The Post Athletic Booster Club, supporting the Bowl Gold tradition. The Post Independent School District, home of the Bowl Gold. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and all of Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Post Sports Radio appreciates these sponsors for making this Bowl Gold broadcast a reality.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
My name is Sochi Anderton. I'm a dentist here at Post Family Dentistry. This clinic is a huge example of providing fancy dental care here in Post, Texas, because the residents of Post in these smaller communities, they deserve that same quality of care. We've expanded from 3 chairs now to 6 chairs at this new location. We are very proud here at Post Family Dentistry of our small town values combined with state-of-the-art care.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio, here live and free on YouTube, as we're here at the Antelope Arena for the Pinktober edition of Farmageddon. As we get set to start set number 2, as Post took the first set 25-20, Jim.
Just a quick look at the stats for Post. In the first set, 5 aces, 6 kills, and 2 blocks, both of those by Sophie Scott.
So let's see who's going to start things off to serve.
And to follow up with Tahoka, as far as stats, unofficially from Jim Plummer, one serve, or 1 ace rather, kills 4 and 2 blocks.
Serenity Sanchez is going to serve. Serves up, line drive into the net. So that's exactly how Tahoka started that first set off at this end. So
yeah, we're talking about that. You know what?
So here we go. This is going to be Leah Stice. Serve on her end of the court. And that goes out of bounds. So now I don't know what to make of it because we saw against Abernathy that one end of the court had the hot hand. So let's see what happens here. Carmen Mullins on the serve. Serves up. Played by Stone. Garcia. Good block by Sophie. Riley Hernandez down to Serenity. She gets it over the net. Pickerel. Played by Serenity. Now here's Riley with an attack. Cressman keeps it alive. Reglan. Cressman. Good play by Sanaya. Serenity tip. Saved by Reglan. May goes high, hits the roof. That's a point to Post. That's rarefied territory. You don't see that in this place very often.
Last week we saw one hit the scoreboard and one way over here. So for some reason the girls are getting stronger, I guess. They're going higher.
Mullins on the serve once again. That is Pickerel. Mullins digs it out. Serenity. Now here comes Riley Hernandez on the attack. Too far out of bounds.
That would have been number 11, Russ. It's Amberly Garza.
Oh, yeah.
With the attack.
So we're tied once again at 2-2. Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score. Cressman on the serve. Off of the hands of Sanaya Sanchez. Out of bounds. Point goes to Tahoka. They retake the lead.
Cressman, that's her second ace. One in each set so far.
Serves up from Cressman into the net. Amaris checks in for Sanaya. Harley Joe checks in for Amberly. Harley Joe's going to serve. Serves up. Played by Reglan. Stone. Serenity. Now to Amaris. Riley with a tip, but it's played by Cressman. So that was Stone. That's going to be a point for Stone.
You give her a kill on that one, Russ. Marley Stone.
As the Lady Lopes couldn't get there to it in time. Tahoka retakes the lead. Sawyer May checks in for Claire Reglan. That is Pickerel. Dig by Mullins. Riley Hernandez gets it over the net. Cressman sets it up. May. Here's Serenity on the attack. Back out by Stice. Garcia. Serenity. Scott. Good dig by Pickerel. For Tahoka Amaris now. Pickerel just swats it to keep it alive. Garcia. Amaris. Serenity. Sophie with the kill.
It's number 3 for the young lady.
How do you do? Point goes to you. Tied once again at 4-4 is your Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score. Riley Hernandez served is played by Tahoka. Harley Joe, Riley, Sophie on the attack. Kept alive by Tahoka. Now Sophie gets it back over the net. Cressman. Garcia with the attack. Blocked. You want to give that on Amaris or Sophie?
I think it actually was in the net.
Okay.
They were there to block it. It would have been if they would have been over the tape.
Riley Hernandez on the serve is dug out by Woodley. Garcia, now that one was blocked.
Yeah, Sophie.
Sophie with a block on that one. Post retakes the lead.
Sophie with 3 blocks, 3 kills.
Riley Hernandez on the serve again. Woodley. Miscommunication, that's an ace. As Coach Ray for Tahoka is going to take a timeout, and we'll take one with him. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score here in the early portions of set number 2 is 7-4 in favor of Post. Stay with us as you're watching Lady Lope Volleyball on Post Sports Radio, live and free on YouTube.
Post Dispatch is proud to support all of our local high school sports. They're excited to bring you all the weekly scores and highlights of your favorite teams, as well as keeping you informed about everything going on in the community. Subscribe today. You can choose to have your newspaper mailed to your home or business, or subscribe online and get the news when it's convenient for you. They're proud to serve the community and proud to serve Garza County. The Post Dispatch, community news at the finest.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio here on YouTube as we get set to resume set number 4. Your Judge Lee and set number 2. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 7-4. Post over Tahoka. Hernandez, Amaris, Sophie on the kill, but it goes out of bounds. The score is now 7-5. Now this brings up Jackie Garcia on the serve for Tahoka. Serve is played by Harley Joe. Riley Hernandez. Serenity tips it over, but is played by Cressman. Woodley to Stone over the net. To Harley Joe. Riley Hernandez. Sophie on the attack, but is dug out by Woodley. Cressman. Stice. Good block, but Riley couldn't get there in time. Was set up good by Sophie. But just Riley was just out of position by maybe a couple of steps. Point goes to Tahoka. Garcia on the serve again. Good dig by Serenity. Riley Amaris. She tips it into the net. She couldn't time her jump as now we're tied here in set 2. At 7-7 is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score. Garcia, the Serenity, Riley, Sophie on the tip. Allowed by Cressman. Now Stone gets it over the net. Mullins, Riley, the Serenity. It's kept alive by Tahoka on a little pinball situation.
Yeah.
That's a kill for Serenity because nobody from Tahoka could get a handle on the ball. Post retakes the lead.
3rd kill for Serenity Sanchez.
And Sophie Scott is going to serve. Serves up. Good play by Woodley. Amaris with a tip, and that's going to be a kill for Amaris. Nobody from Tahoka could get a handle on it, and when they did, it just tipped underneath the net. Sophie on the serve. And that's kept alive by Tahoka. Amaris on the attack, and that's going to be a kill for Amaris. Because nobody from Tahoka could get a handle on it. When they did, it just high-yawed back into the windows to the concourse. So Sophie now gets to serve again. Ball's played by Garcia. Cressman keeps it alive. Woodley on the Mullins. Hernandez. Mullins on the attack to Garcia. Cressman. Now to Stice. Saved by Sophie. Mullins on the attack. Blocked by the trio up front for Tahoka. Garcia. I believe that was Woodley that pushed it forward. Mullins now here's Serenity with a tip drill. Saved by Stone. Stone over the net. Harley Joe. Hernandez. Tipped into the net. Mullins kept it alive, but nobody to the right of Serenity, who was on the ground trying to keep her footing underneath her. Point goes back to Tahoka. Anna checks in now for Sophie. Marley Stone is going to serve for Tahoka. Anna. On a Riley. Serenity on the attack. Yeah. That's a kill. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is now 11-8 here in set number 2. Elizabeth Fox checks in for Amaris. Amberly Garza now is going to check in for Harley Joe.
Serenity Sanchez, the team captain for the Lady Lopes, now has 4 kills and 3 aces.
Lizzie Fox on the serve, played by Garcia. As that was Stice that goes into the net, but it is a point to post. It was a good block. I couldn't get to see who blocked that. Anyway, Lizzie on the serve again. Played by Garcia. Stice, Cressman over the net. Anna, Riley, Amberly on the attack. That's going to be a kill for Amberly. As Tahoka could not get a good play on the ball. 13-8 is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score. Lizzie Fox on the serve. Garcia to Cressman to Stice, out of bounds. Point goes to post. So Fox will continue to serve. Serves up, played by Stone. Woodley tips it over as Riley tried to make a play on it, but she was too far away. Point goes back to Tahoka. Pickerel checks in for Woodley. May is going to serve for Tahoka. Serves up. Sanaya, Riley, Serenity on the attack. That's a kill.
Another one.
Just lined up and just told them how it is. 15-9 is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score.
Serenity now with 5 kills already.
She'll serve. Serves up. Played by Garcia Cressman. Stice kept it alive. Riley tips it over the net. Cressman out of Stice. She tips it over. That's going to be a kill for Stice. Another point for Tahoka. Stice will serve. She goes through her routine. Run and jump serve is up. Played by Serenity. Anna with a good read. She keeps it alive. Sanaya plays it.
Oh, close.
Anna just land underneath. Riley was trying to read it, but I think when she was going to make a decision, it was a little bit too late, and he just landed underneath the net. Point goes to Tahoka. Stice, the serve again. Played by Amberly. Serenity. Amberly now on the attack, but it goes into the net. Possibly an assistance on that with the block from both Cressman and Pickerel. Point goes back to Tahoka. 15-12 is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score. We go Stice, the serve. Sanaya used all of her body to play it. She laughs it off. She kind of got it. Her face was involved in that too.
Yeah, it could have been called a double hit there, but it wasn't.
As Coach Gray's going to take a timeout, and we will take one with her. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 15-13 here in set number 2. Lady Lopes lead. Stay with us as we'll resume action here in just a moment.
Trey Payne and his team at Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler are available for all of your legal needs. With offices in Post, Lubbock, Hereford, and Clovis, New Mexico, the team is ready to offer legal solutions in personal injury, family law, criminal law, real estate, and estate planning. Give them a call at 806-368-8712. Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler Law Firm. Call 806-368-8712.
Welcome back to Post Lady Lope Volleyball here on Post Sports Radio as we get set to resume set number 2. Your Lady Lopes lead with a Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score of 15-13. As Leah Stice, sophomore for Tahoka, is going to serve. She goes through her routine. Serve is up. Anna couldn't get there in time to make a good dig on the ball. Point goes back to Tahoka. It's now 15-14. So here we go. Stice on the serve again. Serves up. Played by Riley. Bounces underneath the scoreboard. No signal. Pickerel, as now we have a time as they say it did hit.
I didn't see the ball
Yeah, it
change
did.
direction.
It just grazed, but it wasn't enough for it to change the direction. But it did hit underneath the scoreboard.
Okay.
So the official called it late. 15-15 tie game now. Stice on the serve.
Gosh, we are totally unprepared in the backcourt.
Ball goes out of bounds off of Anna. Is now quick substitution. Anna checks out. Sophie checks back in. So Anna's just trying to do too much in the back. We go Stice. Out of bounds. Tie game. So now Mullins is going to serve. The serve is up. Played by Reglan. Now Pickerel. Amberly digs it out. Now Riley on the attack. Stone. Cressman. Serenity. Amberly. Serenity on the attack. Too far out of bounds. 17-16. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman scores. Now the pace of set two is picking up.
Back and forth.
Here we go. Cressman on the serve. Amberly received. Serenity. Now back to Amberly on the attack. Reglan digs it out. Cressman. Now to Garcia on the attack. It was a good dig by Sanaya, but it just goes too far out of bounds. She had great positioning on the ball, just too much off of her wrist. Tahoka now extends the lead to 2. Is your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score 18-16. Lady Dogs over Lady Lopes. Keely Cressman, the senior, is going to serve as